welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and me and my co-host, Mr. Brody. Got a little bit of a new setup. We're in a different room, and we're going to be recording another game from the 1967 50th anniversary of the Impossible Dream season. It's been a little while since we've done a game. This game is going to be a game from May 12th of 1967, and it's going to be a game between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. And it's going to be a good pitching matchup. It's going to be Jim Palmer for the Baltimore Orioles against Whitey Ford for the New York Yankees. So without further ado, I'm going to give you the lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles against Whitey Ford. It's going to be Kurt Belfry, the left fielder, will bat first. Luis Aparicio, the shortstop, will bat second. Frank Robinson is the right fielder batting third. Brooks Robinson is going to be the third baseman batting cleanup. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Boog Powell. Batting sixth will be Paul Blair. Seventh will be the catcher, Andy Etchebarren. Eighth will be Mark Belanger, the second baseman. And on the mound, batting ninth, will be Jim Palmer. Now, it's almost the same lineup as the original as-played lineup, except for, whoops, not here, not there, except for the second baseman. Oh, no, he's not injured. He is not currently on the, well, wasn't on the team in the inside pitch roster. So it's going to be Woody Held, but either was traded or was on another team. So he's on another team, and I didn't exactly set anything, so I had to just fill with Mark Belanger. Anyway, so that's your lineup for the Baltimore Orioles. That for the New York Yankees, Whitey Ford is on the mound. He's actually been off to a rough start this year. In the replay, he's 0-5 with a 4.06 ERA. As you can see in the actual season, he was 2-4, but with only a 1.64 ERA. So he has not fared as well. 31 innings pitched, 34 hits allowed, 13 Ks, and 10 walks. So batting first for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Kurt Belfry. He's hitting just 179 in 24 games, 84 at-bats, 1 homer and 9 runs batted in, 7 runs scored. So he'll lead it off against Whitey Ford. Here's the windup in the pitch count. And strike him out. The 1 down for Luis Aparicio, hitting 247 with 2 homers and 12 runs batted in. Here's the windup in the pitch by Ford. And Aparicio will draw a 1-out walk. Alright, that brings up Frank Robinson, hitting just 236 in the replay with a homer and 2 runs batted in, so off to a slow start. Hit 311 with 30 homers in the regular season and 94 runs batted in. She's got a runner on first with a 1 down. Alright, there we go. Fix the screen so you can see Mr. Brody a little bit better now. Alright, so Frank Robinson up now. Here's the line in the pitch by Ford. 6-6. And he will...
Outside! Base on ball! Outside! Base on ball!
And we'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back. I didn't actually have my microphone hooked up. I forgot to hook it up when I moved my laptop into the other room. So that sound should be better now. So it is. So 1 out and runners on first and second for Brooks Robinson. He comes into the game hitting .293 with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. So he's off to a good start. See what he can do against Ford here. And he will fly out to right. Aparicio will tag up and advance to third. Throw comes in the second. So runners at the corners for Boog Powell with 2 down. Powell's hitting just 175 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. Hit 234 in the regular season. So Ford looks in for the sign from Gibbs. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Powell's going to get a hold of one here. Deep to right field. Whitaker just watch it go. And the Orioles have an early 3-0 lead on a 3-run blast by Boog Powell. So that'll bring up Paul Blair. Blair's hitting 254 in the season with a homer and 8 runs batted in. 293 in the regular season. Here's the windup and the pitch by Ford. And he will fly out to right to end the inning. But Boog Powell hits a big 3-run homer. And the Orioles, at the end of 1/2, it's the Orioles 3. And the Yankees coming up. So Jim Palmer staked to a 3-0 lead now. He's 3-1 in the replay with a 2.70 ERA. In 26 innings pitched. 26 and 2/3. 20 hits allowed. 12 strikeouts and 16 walks. So he actually was 3-1 in the actual season, with a 2.94 ERA in 49 innings pitched. So very close to that. I guess in his other starts he just didn't have any decisions. So we'll see what he can do here against the Yankee lineup, which is as follows. Horace Clarke is the second baseman batting first. Tom Tresh, the left fielder, bats second. Mickey Mantle, the first baseman, bats third. You can see the first 3 hitters in the Yankee lineup are switch hitters. Batting cleanup is center fielder Joe Pepitone. Steve Whitaker gets a start today in right field, batting 5th. Bill Robinson is actually on the DL in the replay. He didn't actually play in this game. Steve Whitaker did get... This is the full Yankees starting lineup. The catcher Jake Cobbs bats 6th. Dick Hauser, the third baseman, bats 7th. Batting 8th will be John Kennedy, the shortstop. And on the mound batting 9th will be Whitey Ford. So the Yankees down by 3 right off the bat. Horace Clarke steps into the box, hitting 271 with 10 runs batted in. 272 hitter on the actual season. Wind up in the pitch by Palmer. And he'll fly out to right. Robinson will wait to catch for out number 1. Next up will be Tom Tresh, the left fielder, hitting 213 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. A 219 hitter on the actual season. I don't know what went on here. I lost my mouse here for a second. And I lost my camera. There we go. Hopefully everything's recording alright. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so Tom Tresh up now. And he's going to fly out to left for out number 2. Next up, Mickey Mantle off to a horrible start this season. Hitting just .083 with 1 RBI in 15 games. 245 hitter with 22 runs batted in the actual, 22 home runs in the actual season and 55 runs batted in. See what he can do here against Palmer. And he'll fly out to right. And the Yankees go in order 1, 2, 3 in the first. Due up for the Orioles in the second will be the lower third of the lineup. Echeverria, Belanger, and Palmer. Echeverria's hitting just 145 in the replay, with a homer and 6 runs batted in. A 215 hitter in the actual season. Here's the windup in the pitch by Ford. And he will ground out to short for out number 1. Next up, Mark Belanger, getting a start at second today. Now, I believe he is starting... Oops, right there. He is starting, I think, due to an injury. No, he's not. So again, it's an Oriole player that is no longer, wasn't in the lineup. And wasn't on the roster at this time. Alright, so Belanger comes up, hitting just .059 with an RBI. 174 hitter on the actual season. He's known for his defense. Although at second base he isn't quite as good as he is at first base. So 6'3". I mean, at shortstop. 1-4. He'll fly out to right for out number 2. Pitcher Jim Palmer up now. He's hitless so far in the regular season. The run scored. And foul ball. And we'll check Jim Palmer's actual numbers for the season. So Jim Palmer actually hit .083 with 2 runs batted in the actual season. Not a wild pitch, it's a foul ball, so we'll re-pitch. And it's a 12, so that's higher than his walk rating. 4 is at 1. He'll pop up the short to retire the side. So the Orioles go in order in the second, and after 1.5, they lead at 3-0. It'll be Pepitone, Whitaker, and Gibbs up for the Yankees. Pepitone's hitting .321 with a homer and 11 runs batted in, a .251 hitter on the actual season. Delivery by Palmer. Gonna fly out to center for out number 1. Next up, Steve Whitaker, right fielder today, hitting just 193 with a homer and 4 runs batted in, .243 hitter on the actual season. And he will single past second base. So a 1-out single for the Yankees, their first hit of the day. They're going to go with a hit and run. With Jake Gibbs batting, hitting .298. With 4 runs batted in, a .233 hitter on the actual season. .64. Did not draw the walk. So he'll fly out to right for out number 2. So Dick Hauser up now. Hitting .292 with 2 runs batted in. Hit .268 on the actual season. He'll get a 2-out signal. Whitaker will stop at second. So runners on first and second with 2 down. For John Kennedy, not John F. Kennedy. Hitting .198 with 7 runs batted in. Very close to his actual average of .196. We get a ballpark. 2-6. Ooh, this could be bad. Number 11. So, okay, so what happens here is when there's nothing in the home run categories, he did not hit many home runs. I don't think he hit any home runs, actually. He just won on the season. So, normally that would be a home run for a home run hitter. But since it's not, home run check fails, you click F, which is a foul, fly out. And that'll end the inning.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
So after 2 full, it's the Orioles 3 and the Yankees nothing. So top of the order, Blefary will be up for the Orioles. He struck out his first time up. And he avoids the strikeout this time. And a fly out to Tresh for out number 1. Aparicio up now. He walked and scored his first time up. And he does not walk this time. Instead, he'll lace a double to right field. So a 1-out double for the Orioles. Brings up Frank Robinson. He walked and scored his first time up also. And he's going to lace a double. So back-to-back doubles for the Orioles. And Aparicio will come around the score, and it's 4-0 now. So Ford getting hit around early on in this game. Brings up Brooke Robinson. He's 0 for 1. This could be an early day for Ford. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Hauser looks to run it back. And throws the first for the out. So 2 outs now for Boo Powell, who hit a 3-run home run his first time up. Give the Orioles an early 3-0 lead. RBI opportunity for him again here. And he'll ground out to Clark for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third with the Orioles out in front, 4-0. We'll let Ford hit here. Whitey Ford comes to the plate. Ford's a 128 hitter with 6 runs batted in the actual season. So far in the replay, he's hitless. Does have a run scored. So Palmer looks in for the sign from Echeverria. He has to wind up in the pitch. It's going to be a range play at the ballpark. And Robinson will make the catch. For out number 1. Top of the order, Horace Clark up now. He's 0 for 1. And he will draw a walk. So Palmer a little wild there. And a 1-out walk now for Tom Tresh. He's 0 for 1. And he'll fly out to left for the 2nd out. Brings up Mickey Mantle, still looking to get out of his slump. Palmer looks like he's gonna throw over to first, try to keep the runner close. And he gets back safely. Mantle fights off an inside pitch here. And he'll ground out to short for out number 3. So after 3 full, it's the Orioles 4 and the Yankees nothing. Ford back out on the mound. Blair will lead it off. He is 0 for 1 in the day. And a fly out to center for out number 1. He brings up Echeverria. He's 0 for 1. He'll get a hit off a hit to right, and it looks like Whitaker's going to have trouble handling it, and he'll advance to second on the boot by Whitaker. So run in scoring position with 1 down for Mark Belanger, who's 0 for 1. And you get a range play here. It's going to be on the left field of Tresh. He's only got a 2 range. And he's not going to get to it. And let's see here. Etchebarren wasn't sure he was going to catch that one, so he'll only advance 1 base. So runners at the corners with 1 down. For the pitcher Palmer, looking to help his own cause here. Already has a 4-0 lead. He's trying to extend that. But he'll strike out, swinging. So 2 down now for Blefary. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Avoids the strikeout this time. And he'll single it right. And that'll bring home Etchebarren for the 5th run. And the Orioles now lead at 5-0. Belanger moves up to second. And he'll advance to third on the throw home. So runners at the corners. 2 down for Aparicio. He doubled his only time up and walked his other time. Doubled his first time up and walked his second time up. Actually, I think that was the order it was. Might have been the other way around. And he scored 2 runs. And he'll fly out to left to retire the side. But the Orioles score another run, and it's 5-0 now. And I think let's just check this to make sure. We may not have to make an adjustment here. Looks like, let's see. Alright, so Blair flies out for the first out. Etchebarren single, so he would have been on base anyway and advanced to second on the error. So Etchebarren does score, but there were a couple singles in between, so that's going to be an earned run. So no adjustments necessary. So we head to the bottom of the 4th with the Orioles up 5-0. It'll be Pepitone, Whitaker, and Gibbs up for the Yankees. Pepitone's 0 for 1. And he is going to double. And Pepitone has himself a leadoff double. That'll bring up Steve Whitaker, who's singled his first time up. And he'll fly out to left. Pepitone will hold at second. Already in scoring position. Gibbs up now. He's 0 for 1. RBI opportunity for him. And he'll strike out. So Palmer gets him. So Palmer now, that's his first strikeout of the day. Brings up Dick Hauser, who singled his first time up. He'll draw a walk. So runners on first and second for Kennedy. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And Palmer will get him to retire the side. So the Yankees failed to score, and it's still 5-0 in favor of the Orioles. So it'll be Robinson, and Powell up against Whitey Ford here in the top of the 5th. This could be Ford's last inning. Oh, and he's going to triple. So Frank Robinson triples to right field. So a leadoff triple for him. think that's going to be it for Whitey Ford. We'll be right back. Alright, Yankees are going to go to the pen. It's either going to be Bouton or Tillotson. Let's see what they pick. See if it's one of those guys. Yeah, Jim Bouton will come in. He was the next in order anyway. In this game, Whitey Ford pitched 3 innings, allowing only 1 run, so I'm guessing he might have left on an injury or as a precaution. And Jim Palmer in this game actually pitched a 1-hitter, complete game 1-hitter, as I think it was like 13-0 the Orioles won. So Jim Bouton is going to come on now for Whitey Ford. Bouton is 0-1 with a save, 6.12 ERA, 14 2/3 innings pitched, 22 hits allowed, a walk and 9 strikeouts. So he's a bit of a rough start. So Brooks Robinson up now. They're on third and nobody out. He's going to fly out to the left, and we'll see if it's deep enough. The lead runner, he attempts to score, and he's going to be thrown out by Tresh. So that's one of those weird roll of 6 throw charts. So Tresh throws him out. So double play there. Brings up Powell. He's 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. And he'll strike out to end the side. So Bouton comes in and ends the inning. Closes out that inning. It prevents the runner from scoring. And he's immediately going to be pinch hit down by 5. So he'll be pinch hit for. Let's see, we'll go Mike Hegan, I think. Mike Hegan will come in and pinch it. So Mike Hegan pinches it for the Yankees. He's hitless in 2 at-bats so far, 136 hitter on the actual season. 3-6. And he'll ground out to second for out number 1. Where's Clark up now? 0 for 1 with a walk. So Palmer in full command like he was in the actual game. And right after I say that, he allows a walk. It's his 3rd walk of the day allowed. He struck out 2. Tom Tresh up now 0 for 2. Orioles playing back in double play depth. And he'll fly out. Oh! Actually, it looks like Robinson looked like he might have had it, but it's not going to be able to get to it. And Clark will motor around the third, so runners at the corners with a 1 down. Orioles again playing back in double play depth, and Mantle coming up. He's been struggling so far this season. 0 for 2 on the day. And we're going to have a range play. And Belandra's unable to get to this one. It's going to be a single and an RBI for Mantle as Clark comes home. So the Yankees are on the board. Tresh is going to move around to third. So 5-1 now, Orioles. Etchebarren goes up to talk to Palmer on the mound. Goes back, sets up. Here's the windup in the pitch by Palmer. Joe Pepitone up now, 1 for 2 with a double. Whatever he said must have worked as he strikes out Pepitone. So 2 outs now. And this will probably be the last batter for Palmer. And he'll single. And 1 run comes in, and Mantle's going to try to make it to third. lead runner is going to be thrown. He'll be thrown out trying to go to third.
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
So, all right, so let's see who we're going to bring in now for the... Tillotson's going to come in now. So that'll be it for Bhutan. Tillotson comes in now, hitting with an 0-3 record at 3.00 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 18 hits allowed, 12 strikeouts, and 6 walks. So he'll face Blair, Etchebarren, and Belanger, with the Orioles now on top by a score of 5-2. And Clarkson going to be unable to get to this one. So Blair will be on with a leadoff single. Brings up Etchebarren. He's 1 for 2 of the runs scored. And he'll strike out. Guess we could sacrifice with Belanger. Oh, pinch hit for Palmer. Guess that's not out of the realm of possibilities, as Belanger is a 4 bunter and a poor hitter, so at least we'll stay out of the double play here. And he's going to draw a walk. Oh no, he fouled off. Will the batter redo attempt? Click yes. And I'll say yes. And he'll have a successful sacrifice bunt as Blair moves up to second. And we'll pinch hit for Palmer here. Dave May will come in the pinch hit. We do not have his photo. Hold on. We'll be back. Alright, and we're back as we have Dave May's picture in the game now. There he is. Dave May comes into the game. His first at bat of the season. Hitting .235 with a homer and 7 runs batted in. He will strike out. Alright, so we'll have to choose a pinch hitter. I mean, a relief pitcher, as Palmer did pitch a complete game in the actual game. I guess we'll bring in Eddie Fisher. He'll work. This will work. Eddie Fisher comes on the pitch, having a fine season so far. 12 innings pitched, just a 0.75 ERA. 12 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. No decisions. And he'll fly out to center for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Dick Hauser up now, 1 for 1 with a walk. And he'll round out the third for the second out. John Kennedy up now, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he'll ground out to second to retire the side. Tillotson back out there for the Yankees. Down by 3. It'll be the top of the order. Bleffery, Aparicio, and Frank Robinson. 1 for 3 is Bleffery with an RBI. And he'll round out the short. Oh, looks like there's going to be an error on Kennedy. And he does commit a lot of errors. So he's going to boot the ball there. So leadoff runner is on for the Orioles. That'll bring up Aparicio, who's 1 for 2 with a double and a couple runs scored. Oh, in a walk plus, he does not get the cause. It's a 19.
And you can see Yankee Stadium is a -1 to strikeouts and a -1 to walks, and no adjustment to homers. That's the ballpark effect on the strikeouts and walks and homers. And he's going to ground out to first. And looks like they're going to get the lead runner. The return throw is not in time. So 1 out now with... Well, actually, they didn't get the lead runner. Oh yeah, that's right. He advanced. So they just get the batter. Because he advances to second. My bad. Alright, so it brings up Frank Robinson now. 2 for 2. With a walk. Doubled. Tripled. And walked. So, a run scored and an RBI. He's got a run in scoring position now. And he'll strike out this time. 2 down now for Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 3 on the day. And he's going to get himself his first hit of the day. Left Rio come around. So Robinson has himself an RBI single. And the Oriole lead now is 6-2. So Powell up now. 1 for 3 on the day with a 3-run homer. Three runs batted it. And he'll fly out to left to retire the side. Let's see, do we need to make any adjustments? Alright, and that run by Leffery will be unearned as he reached on the error by Kennedy. So, and that's what it says here. 1 run not earned, so we'll leave it like that. Alright, so head to the bottom. So we're going to pinch hit for Tillotson. Just Alright, so let's see who we're going to bring in now for a pinch hitter. Got the righty Fisher on the mound. And bring in the lefty, yeah, why not? We'll bring in the lefty Billy Bryan. So Bryan comes into the game. Hitless in 2 at-bats, 167 hitter on the actual season. So he'll lead it off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th. Mr. Brody snoozing away there. And he'll fly out to left. He was up late with me listening to our Red Sox fan play his chariot racing game. And listening to him report the Red Sox scores. We went to bed in the 18th, so unfortunately we didn't see the 19th inning, but we rewatched it today. So it was a great victory for the Red Sox over the Blue Jays. Hopefully that will motivate them a bit now. And they did win again tonight, so that was good. So alright, so let's see. Horace Clarke up now with 1 out. And the base is empty. Clark's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks and a run scored. So 2 down now for Tresh, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he'll fly out to left to retire the side. Alright, let's see what the Yankees are going to bring in now. Alright, and we're going to bring in... Let's see, Renef, he's not on the roster, so we're going to bring in Womack. No, he is the closer. Alright, so Womack in there. Pitching great so far. Just a no record. 1 save. 0.97 ERA. 9 1/3 innings pitched. Just 4 hits allowed. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. They'll face Blair, Echeverry, and Belanger here in the top of the 8th. Going to keep it a 4-run game. And Blair will pop up to third for the out number 1. Next up will be Womack. Will be Echeverry, 1 for 3 on the run scored. And he's going to give himself a 1-out double. So Echeverry gets his 2nd hit of the day. So run in scoring position now for Mark Belanger. And Belanger's going to get himself a double. So Echeverry will score, and it's 7-2. And we're going to pinch hit for Eddie Fisher here, as Womack is having his difficulties. Yeah, he only had 17 at-bats. See if we can get somebody with a few more at-bats. He's at 97, so we'll bring in Rosnovsky. Vic Rosnovsky. So Rosnovsky comes in hitless in 4 at-bats, 206 hitter on the actual season. Still only 1 down. New strikeout there. And he's going to ground out to second. Belanger will move out up to third on the ground out. So 2 down now for Bleffery. He's 1 for 4 with a RBI and a run scored. And again, Tresh is not going to be able to get to this, so Belanger will score. And the RBI single by Bleffery, so 8-2 now. So Womack's ERA all the way up to 2.70 now, as he's allowed 2 runs to score. Action in the Yankee bullpen. And Aparicio will strike out for out number 3. But the Orioles tack on 2 more. So let's see who the Orioles are going to bring in now. Nieto and Pepitone. I'll bring in Stu Miller now. 0.71 ERA, record of 1-2, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. 1-2 record. So it'll be Mantle leading it off. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. He avoids the strikeout here. And he will ground out to short for the first out of the 8th. Next up, Joe Pepitone, 1 for 3 with a double. He'll ground out to first. Brings up Whitaker, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Whitaker will strike out. So we'll head to the 9th with the Orioles on top by 6. And that's going to be it for Womack. Get the Robinson guys coming in. Yeah. make any sense. I think we're going to bring in Monbaquette, a righty. Against 2 righties there. So Monbaquette comes in with a 2.17 ERA. 8 1/3 innings pitched. 2.17 ERA. 7 hits allowed, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Pitched 135 innings. So I imagine he was a spot starter too. Possible error on the play here. And nope, as Trush is able to handle this one. For out number 1. Brings up Brooke Robinson, 1 for 4 with an RBI. And he will strike out. Does not strike out that often. Misses that one though. Blue Powell, 1 for 4 with a 3-run homer. This will be a ground out to first. So Monbaquette pitches a 1-2-3 inning. So we head to the bottom of the 9th with the Yankees needing 6. Stu Miller will stay in there and pitch his 2nd inning of relief. Jake Gibbs leads it off, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He'll ground the short for out number 1. Dick Hauser, 1 for 2 with a walk. And he'll strike out. Yeah, I think we'll pinch hit for Kennedy. Not that it matters much, but... yeah, Elston Howard, I think, is a good shot here. Elston Howard hitting just 106 in the replay. 178 hitter with 4 homers. And that will be it, as the Baltimore Orioles defeat the New York Yankees 8-2. So let's see what we got going here. We'll close out our window here. So Jim Palmer gets the win, improves to 4-1. Whitey Ford the loss, 0-6 on the season. Ouch. Did not have it again today. Look at the box score. Alright, so let's take a look at the box score. So Jim Palmer, 4-1. He only pitched 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Whitey Ford, 0-6, only pitched 4 innings, allowing 7 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. So let's look at the leading hitters for the victorious Baltimore Orioles. Kurt Blefary was 2 for 5 with a couple runs batted in. Frank Robinson 2 for 4 with an RBI. Blue Powell with a big 3-run home run to start it off for the Orioles. Echeverria 2 for 4 with a couple runs scored. Belanger 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. For the Yankees, Steve Whitaker was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Anthel 1 for 4 with an RBI, and not really much else going on other than that. So that is it. So thank you for joining me and my co-host Mr. Brody in our new setup here. We'll kind of improve that camera angle a little bit better. And another game for the 1967 Impossible Dream 50th anniversary of that season. So we'll come back with another game from May 13th. Hopefully a little bit sooner than we did this time. So thank you for joining me. And take care and God bless. Bye-bye.